Welcome gamers to episode 2 of this Age of Wonders 4 Let's Play series. My name is DasTactic. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the series. Hope you've been enjoying it so far. This is, we've sort of got into a fight here which we won, but we did lose a unit, and I don't want to be losing units at this early stage. So I'm going to go through now how to do like I guess the principles of the tactical battle system, just so you can sort of figure out different things to look for. What's going to happen. Now, I didn't really have a look to see what we were actually up against in through here. We've got some zealots, we've got some inferno puppies. It's not going to be too dramatic, but it'll still give you a bit of a feel for what to look for in the tactical battle system. So we're going to, now if I press escape, I don't know if that'll work. No, it won't. If you escape out, if you close out, you can actually reload the start of the battle anyway, even if you sort of don't do the retry right now. Let's go in. So why did we lose that unit? Let's think about that one initially. I didn't prepare properly for this particular fight. So we've got our group of 6 in through here, and we have the 3 that came in the other side. And one thing that's interesting with the 3 that came in the other side is we've got 2 archers which are very weak against melee forces, and we also have a mage unit which is also weak against melee forces. So we've got 3 weak. Three weak versus melee units on one flank. We do actually have these inferno puppies, and when I click on them, you can see how far they can move. Like this one can move anywhere in through here. So to stop it from getting into any of the positions in through here to be able to do an attack, I need to make sure that I don't position any of my forces this other side. Some units, by the way, also then have other abilities. Now, I don't think these have any abilities other than just fighting. These are just zealots. The Inferno Puppies can just move a long distance. They've got good health points back and through here. They've got pretty good defenses as well and resistance. So they're good against most things, particularly against fire resistance. If you wanted to see exactly the makeup of an actual unit, just right-click on it, or actually left-click when you're in combat, and you'll then actually get the unit itself with all of its abilities and what it all means, like its different resistances. So it's got two resistance against fire. It's weak against spirit, and it's weak against frost, which is, we do actually have a good frost unit that we can then make use of. Flame Blessed Champion, so makes this one here has gained 60% chance of inflicting burning on enemy units. It's got all sorts of other things like Keeper's Mark as well. Unit has Faithful. When taking fatal damage for the first time, the unit cannot die or use offensive abilities for 1 turn. So this Keeper's Mark is actually something that's going to be a problem for us because we're not going to be able to finish them off initially. It is worth looking at these to sort of see what's going on, to see what they do and what their weaknesses are. So we're going to have to essentially get it down to 1 hit point and then kill it the next turn, which means we're going to need to weather the combat for a short period of time. Now we do actually have in this group we've got 2 archer units, but we actually have 4 melee units. So we want to bring the melee units back up to start to protect these other units. Let's just, if we bring that one across to there, it stops this one from being able to break through. You can get to there and attack it, but it's not going to do too much damage. So if we then block this one off, and I can do that probably with this unit here, I think. So I'll set this one up in the middle here, and that now stops this unit from getting into this position. It can't do that anymore. This one is a shield unit, which means it's going to be able to protect itself and protect anyone else around it. These units here can still get into the fighting mode. They can get as deep as that. Let's bring this one up to stand next to this unit. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll use this unit. This one can still get to that position. I'm going to move this one back down this other side, and we're going to then just go central. We've got nothing we can really attack just yet. Let's obscure. Let's get a few things happening in here. We can actually use the frost damage against that unit there, so we'll go and do that. And then that one's protected a little bit. And it's been weakened as well, which is good. Now the archer can get to there, but it can then be attacked. So we don't want to leave it in a position that it can be attacked, which is probably why it died last time. Again, it can't go past that unit, so we're actually fairly safe in here. We're safe in here. Are we safe there? Yeah, we are safe there as well. So I'll bring that one up just for the subsequent attacks, and I'll move that one to the back. So we've now got a bit of a force protecting, like these guys here, for example, have got 70 hit points. These ones have only got 45. So we want to protect these different units. That's all we can really do initially. So we'll just end our turn. Now, there's a spell that's been cast. Again, if we're wanting to figure out what's going on here, because we compressed everyone together, this is fighting from the free city. And these are coming in. Now these have got flying movement, these zealots. So if we have a look and see what they've got, you can see they're flying. This unit has +2 vision range, can move in any terrain at a movement cost of 5, requires seafaring to traverse water hexes, can safely move past most other units and obstacles in combat. So these are zealots. These are just going to have like a basic sort of melee damage, melee attack. What I want to do here is I want to smash this one here. So I'm going to come in behind it and then charge into the flank. So big charge strike, and that's almost killed it. If I do that, it says it's going to kill it off at 90% chance to hit. The 90% is important. Like if I go to 50%, what that will then mean is that 50% of the shots will hit and do maximum damage. But there's also another 25% that you take away from that as well. So there's another 25% where we do a graze, which will then end up. So if we get between 25 and 50. We do a graze, which does half damage. With the 90s, there's a 90% chance I'm going to do full damage, but there's still a 10% chance that I'm going to do graze damage. Again, there's still a 25% area, so I will not miss a 90%. I'll not miss a 75% because of that 25% extra. But I could miss, there's a 25% chance that I'll miss that unit. So I don't want to do that. I don't want that one to be a miss. These as well, just double check and see where they can get into this location. They can get past us. So they can actually ultimately hit this unit. So we have to be a little bit careful of that. That unit as well can do the damage here and kill it. I think I might wait, I think. This one here, it thinks it will get the kill. Let's just go for it. So it's weakened it, but it's still there, and it's there because of the of that mark. So it's now got 1 hit point. And if we have a look and see what actually happened, a few different things actually. So Zessen, which is the city that we're attacking, used mass condemnation on all these different units, which has then given us different abilities. If we go and click on this unit, we've got condemned. So we've got -3 status resistance. So we're going to be more susceptible to burning with that particular one. We do have spells we can launch ourselves. If we have a look at the combat history, we can then sort of see what actually happened in through here when we go all the way back. So we used frost bolts initially. That was in our first turn. They then used the mass condemnation and then start to sort of then move their way through. With the die rolls, you'll sort of see them come through. I think that was a 90% that we actually ended up having. Uses frost bolts. And so basically the Inferno Puppy died. So it fails its different sorts of checks back and through there, weakened, but it then gains the Keeper's Mark. So unit has steadfast and cannot use attack abilities. So this one here now it can be killed next turn, but not this turn. So we need to do as many of these type of attacks as we possibly can. Now the 90% is wasted because it's steadfast, it cannot die. So we need to do the others. Now these are 50%, this is a 25%. And so we're going to get grazing potentially here. We may get some misses as well. And we'll have a look and see what actually happens in through here as well with the 3 attacks. That was a full attack, a graze, and a full attack. So again, if we have a look and see what happened here, the pursuer shoots the bow. Roll to hit was 69, it needed a 50, which we know was 50%. The Inferno Puppy fails to check, and so it basically, it ended up getting weakened as well. It sustained 9 damage and got weakened for 3 turns. The second shot was a graze. We needed to get over 50, but we rolled a 38. That's still more than 25. So we get the graze, which is half the points, another 5. And then we roll again, we roll a 67, which is over 50. So that's sort of how they're working. I'll leave that up and maybe we'll just have a look at some of the misses that might actually happen. Now this one here, again, steadfast isn't going to help us. If we just go into this one through here, 50%, yeah, I'll take this one. Graze, so under 50, full, and graze. So 2 of the shots were under 50, but over 25. So we rolled a 30, and we rolled a 35 so at the top and tail, and the middle one was an 87. So that was all okay. That's fine. We want to get this one down to have this one here, sorry, to have the steadfast kick in. So I'm going to now use this unit to do as much damage as possible. It does a retaliation strike. And in this case, I now want to make use of this one and get it down to one hit point essentially. I don't think the steadfast kicked in. Yeah, it just happens to be 1 point, but it's not. It doesn't have steadfast. So we need to bring the steadfast in. You can see there when I hover over that one's got steadfast cannot die. This one doesn't have that one yet. So any attack here is going to be fine. It's been weakened, and Keeper's Mark then kicks in. This one here, we can do the same thing, but we now have another problem because we have... How many shots is it going to take? It's probably going to take all 3. I'm going to let this one come in and attack this unit, I think. And this one we still actually have an attack. I probably could have done that way around. That's okay. I'll just leave that one where that is. And leave that one where that is as well. And then we'll sort of see what we end up with. So do we have spells that we can make use of? We've got Retaliating Growth. So target friendly unit gains Retaliating Growth for 2 turns, or Ice Shackles. I don't think I'll worry about any of these at this point in time, because we should be okay now. They'll still cast a spell, potentially against our hero, who is now actually sort of coming down with a few hit points problems in through there. We lost a bit of morale, but no attack. There's a they could get in behind us there with that attack, which is fine. That one didn't go any further. Now these in through here have now lost their ability, so we can actually now just go and kill these. That's those 2 out of the way. So 50%, but we only need 1 shot here. Graze was enough to kill it, so they're all down. Now we can charge it. This will then get rid of the retaliation. Now that's only 65%, but I've got 3 shots. If I move off there, we end up with 2 action points, which means we don't get all the shots. And if I go there, it's still 65, still 65. No matter where I go, it's 65. So I might as well stay where I am. We've got critical hits there. So we ended up with good shots there. Now this one here, does it have Keeper's Mark? Yes, it does. So we have to be careful of this one as well. These are demons. 40%, not ideal. Weakened, that's good, a graze. And critical hit there, and Keeper's Mark has kicked in. So next turn we're going to be able to then work with that one. 50% here. We'll let this one come in wherever it wants to go. Just do whatever damage we can initially. That one there has got 40%. Now that first one is 2 misses and a graze. Now we had 40%, which means we had to roll 60 or more. If we have a look and see what happened with those last 3 shots, we needed a 60. Minus 25 gives us, what's that, 35? So we need above 35. The first one we rolled a 17, the next one we rolled a 7. The next one we rolled a 52, which is within the 25. So that 25, it doesn't tell you that really anywhere closely, but that's what the graze is. So that's all okay. We've still got this unit here which can go in and attack it, but I think I'll still just, I'll just keep it where everything is. Let it come to me. All right. So we still need, now we've got the keeper's mark back over through here. So we'll just get rid of this one. It's only 1 hit point. It's down. Now these are the morale is going to be starting to worry this one here, I would guess. Yeah, the morale is now coming back down. It's now low because of all the different allies being killed, and so it's sort of ready to run. We can also then just move this one in. Now with this one here, we've got this special charge strike. Charge strike gains 20% damage per hex travelled up to 3 hexes. So as long as we travel 3 hexes, if I attacked straight through there, I do 22 damage. If I travel 1, 2, 3 and then do an attack, I get a flank attack as well, actually. So I'm going to do a lot more damage, plus I'm getting the extra 20% per area. It is worth reading these. We also have Dark Surge, deals damage to enemies in a 2-hex cone. We don't need to do that one, but let's just go into here. I can move into either one of these because we're moving in behind. One thing you'll notice is there's a red sword there. These are the facing of the unit, so we want to be attacking from a different location. Let's just move into here. It's going to do max damage. In fact, it's going to essentially kill the unit. And there's really nothing else for us to do. So I'm just going to go and end the turn. It's got set steadfast, and its morale is getting ready to, like, it's basically gone. Like it's despairing and close to breaking. So this morale is very low, and anything will now kill it. I'll use this unit. By the way, it doesn't matter which units you use to finish off attacks. I know so many games, it's the unit that gets the kill, gets the experience. That's not the case in Age of Wonders 4. So just be aware of that. It is in some of the earlier Age of Wonders, but not in Age of Wonders 4. So, which I think is good. So there we got through that one pretty much unscathed. A little bit of damage done to a couple of our units, and we did actually level up. So we'll just go and close that one. So that's if you watch the end of the last episode where we auto-battled and then lost a unit, by using the system, we can then play more defensively, which typically is the way to then go and play it. But that worked out fairly well. So we picked up some rewards. We also got Brutal Flameheart of Provocation. So this is another charge strike weapon, actually, which isn't bad. And Provoke. So it grants a 90% chance of inflicting taunted on target enemy for 3 turns. That's actually not bad as well. So we'll take this reward. What level is that? Level 2. Now that's that one we can use with Gloom the Vacant, which could end up being fairly good, I think. We don't really want to use it back over here with our mage unit, but that was a good start. So we do want to ultimately take Zessen. We're probably not strong enough yet to do that, but we will be wanting to head across there at some stage. Let's just go back in. We do have the level up. Our ruler has now gone to level 3. And we do actually have the feudal longsword can be changed. Now we initially got the inspiring leader is the one that we ended up going and getting. If we now start to look at some of the other ones that we actually have, we're going to have Grim Executioner, gain 3 fortune, which makes us have more critical hit chance. Color weak. Yeah, so base 90% range and magic attacks have a chance of inflicting weakened. Melee attacks against weakened units deal 20 plus 20% damage. Heal the attacker for 10 temporary hit points once per turn. That's actually not bad. So Colour Weak is not bad at all. Grim Executioner, yeah, both of these are good. I think I'll go Colour Weak. I'll confirm that one for now. And so we can close that one, but we can then just go back in. And so we now have the Brutal Flameheart of Provocation, which will give us a charge strike if we go and place that one in there. We don't actually have any mounts as such, but let's just confirm that one for now. So we've got that one in that position. We can't use the shield, but it does give us, like, we may actually have too many units that are charge type units, but let's just leave it there for now. Yeah, I might move it back. Just leave it where that is for now, though. Slavehold produced the shrine. Back in through here. We need growth. We need the granary. We need two foresters for that. It's just not going to happen. The Mana Obelisk is boosted with the 2 quarries that we've got. The Blacksmith is also boosted with the quarries. This one, we need to get still more population. Tendril Labyrinth. I might grab that one just to get the gold income up. Got Dark Warrior coming next turn. So research is now complete on the Tendril Labyrinth. Conjure Tentacle is a good one, actually. I think I'll go this, although weakened. Ooh, that's not bad with Sunder Defense and Sunder Resistance and weakened. Actually, both of these are good. I think I'll go with the Tentacle just because it's a bit different. Still way down here. I don't want to sort of spread out too much. It's the edge of the map. Maybe we'll just come down to the edge and just see what else we can find. Okay, book smart and battle wise. A general discussed at war with Zesson with you when it remarks, curse those page-gazing scribes. Meanwhile, my boys are dying out there. The general keenly elaborates, it's unfair, my empress. My soldiers sacrifice their lives for you. What do your mages and scholars in Slavehold do all day? Sit in ivory towers and dusty libraries here, blah, blah, blah. Deploy my scholars, they will make fine warlocks. So Gloom the Vacant one loses 120 mana, we've got 160, but we gain a warlock of the gracious ill-doers. That would be very, very useful. Bad idea. What do we end up through here? For 6 turns, we lose knowledge. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Conjure 10, yeah, so let's not worry about that one. Actually, what else do we get there? Yeah, we end up with more draft, which we don't want. I think that getting warlocks would be great. So let's go that way. So that then has given us warlocks back in through here, which is really our battle mage unit. Now these use weakening bolts as well, which is good. I think they do frost damage. Yeah, which is not going to be good against Artica, but it's a good start. Now, one thing we have is we want to start to just move forward a little bit through here and just get rid of the ground. We can use this one as well to do some of this. Now, I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to break through here, but maybe I do. Maybe I do. So I'll bring the warlock out here for initially, just to sort of remove these areas for the growth of Slavehold. Rivalry has been declared. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. So let's just not worry about Artica. The Dark Warrior. So we're going to go and grab ourselves. Oh, probably another Dark Warrior actually. We can hold pretty big armies of cheap units, and we can now go into another area. I think we'll go and grab a mine in this instance. These units took a little bit of damage. These ones here just have to do a little bit of healing up, so we'll just go into these. Just keep them together for now. There's really nothing much down this way. And our turn. It's funny having no spawners on the map. That's interesting. Okay, so Insultur has now been founded. This is our next city. Again, it's going to take a long time to build things up. 3 turns before we get the next population. Now, the palisade walls will become important. Need a forester for that one. Need a forester for that one. A farm. Storehouse is probably the most important thing of all. The Tendril Labyrinth, 13 turns, and the workshop is farm. We will be wanting to get a farm. The forester, I think we'll just go storehouse. It's going to take 13 turns, unfortunately, because of our abilities or lack thereof. I mean, we've got the perfectionist artisans, which means city structures cost 100% more, but we do get extra gold when we get them, which means more units. So, and when we get to the tier 3 units, they're going to go up a rank. We can start to build up even more of our units here. So let's go and grab another pursuer here. And so we'll start to build up a big army, really. It's not going to cost us a hell of a lot as we sort of build up. Now, we don't have a governor, but we're going to put Saroth the Searcher in there to be the governor of that particular city. So I think it's a she. I think she's now in charge of that one. Now, what did we find in here? Mana node found. So we found no, we didn't find that one. Oh, we found a Fireforge stone. So this one gives us even more production, and that's actually not bad. So we may have to come back underneath and grab that one. And we did find another mana node in here. So we will have to come back and sort of do these. So I'm going to have to break through here, I think. Which is a little bit risky because it opens up other areas, which means there's other avenues of attack. Yeah, that's okay. Orders required. Yeah, a few different areas down in here. We've got a little bit of expansion that we can do in through this other side. How are we going over here? Yeah, this one's healed enough. Let's move them down. And this one here can just start the attack. I'll just do it's an easy battle. So we'll kill them all. We want to go evil. No real damage done. Oh, hang on, auto combat. Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy enough with that. Everyone sort of has leveled up a little bit as well, which is good. And got a Death Calling Lance. This is a tier 1 lance. Really not what we want, but anyway, we'll take the reward. And then start to move back down towards the underground. Yeah, I've really got to get a couple of other units in here. Okay, the hero now leveled up. So what we want to do again is just get the Inspiring Leader, just so we can sort of get even more units with them. Close that one off. One thing we can do is we do actually have the Whispering Stone, and we haven't done anything with that one. If we go and apply that to our base city, it's just going to help a little bit. I think we can just do it in here. Yeah, give Whispering Stone. So we'll just do that one there. It's just going to help a little bit. It's city stability, which doesn't really affect us, but it will still just do it anyway. Now, what else have we got? Yeah, nothing really new. That's all okay. More gold. This is good. This is good. We're finding good stuff in here. And an iron deposit there. can do that one down that way. Let's just keep on moving that way. Can't quite reach that one. That one now has opened up this other passageway. There's another passageway in here. Yeah, so we'll fix everything else up in this other location. Move these across. I've got Conjure Tentacle. Thinking research. And so we've got the we can now get to the next tome, the next tier 1 tome that we want to get. Now, Artica. If we go with Pyromancy, that's going to probably actually allow us to do a lot more damage to her units, the Frostlings. So rather than go with things like Evokers and stuff like this, let's go with the Pyromancers. We get Ignite, we get Searing Blades, we get Fire Arrows, we get the Pyromancer unit as well. I think this would be a good addition to everything that we've actually got. Some of these would be good as well, like Spawnkin would actually sort of make our low-level units fight very effectively, which will be important. But I think we're going to go this way, Tome of Pyromancy. So let's just go and select that one. Just so that if we do, like when we, or not if, but when we go to war with Artica, we're going to at least be able to be okay. And I think we're going to go, all 3 of these are great.
Harness the essence of the
all
flame.
3.
Watch it bring your enemies to smoldering.
I think we're going to go with Searing Blades though.
The beauty in the ashes.
We've got 5 shock units in the army. That will then cause burning. Let's go that way. We don't have a real lot of mana income. We're going to have to get more of that. We're finding different areas back and through here. What is required? Yeah, we need to split this one up, but that's okay. We'll be able to do that when we're inside. Let's get that one across. Up. Yeah, this is more good locations down here for other cities. I think I want to keep the cities fairly close together. And we haven't found Artica down here at all. Well, here we go. We've now found Endless Fields revealed. This is actually why it's so nice up top here. So if we have a bit of a look at this one. So our scryings reveal one of the secrets of the realm. So this realm features mostly rolling green plains where food is abundant. Temperate provinces are common, desolate provinces are absent. Grassland provinces are common and food resource nodes are common. Yeah, so we're seeing that. That's why it's just such a nice location. Which is good. New Empire skills available. We've now got this one here, which is Magic Origin unit upkeep is reduced by 20%. Now, we haven't got any of those just yet. We also then have this one through here, which is military engineering. So outposts cost less gold. And also that is actually going to be useful for us. So I'm going to grab that one straight away. And we also have this one as well. Casting a combat spell reduces the cost of all other combat spell types by 25% for 2 turns. We've got 250 here. We will be wanting to get another city at some stage. I'll leave that off, I think. And yeah, 150 knowledge per hero. I might grab that one now. I'll just try to keep a little bit saved up. Okay, so we're getting more gold. So going to get more units in this case. Another pursuer. Actually, maybe a dark warrior as well. I'll just grab another 2. And this one through here. The blacksmith is boosted. Actually, the starting rank for every tier 1 unit, that would have been good in hindsight. Mana obelisk, we do need to get more mana, so we'll go that way. Now we're at 2 more turns, and we're then going to be able to pick up the town hall a bit cheaper as well. That will have units surely. No, it doesn't. More knowledge, that's useful. Really should keep these now back together. We'll get the army sort of working together to clear out the top levels. I don't know if I should be clearing these out or not, to be honest. We wanted to clear that one out. Now it's fairly well balanced, these 2 forces. Yeah, it's an easy battle for us. And we can have them fixed up fairly quickly, so we'll just go and close that one off. And just come back in and just leave it there while we wait. As long as we're inside our territory, they'll heal up fairly quickly. Okay, and our turn there. Now, that was another unit. We've got another force that just came in. Here we go. Sometimes fate puts adversaries in our way to test our resolve. I hope for all our sakes that you are no such adversary. Again, the relations are poor at the start through here. They're also evil. Harmonious sage. So they're like empires that have many alliances, like empires that trade grievances. Yeah, just like the empires that have defeated other empires, and just like the empires that execute prisoners. So we'll see how things go. I won't worry too much about them at this point in time. We'll just say goodbye. And we'll just keep the army sort of together, I think, at this stage. Again, both armies go in. Just do an auto combat. Yep, no real issues with that. Just go back and let them finish off their healing. Oh, I should have done that one a bit differently. Yeah, no, I can't do much about that one. This one here, though, no, it still can't reach it. I was just going to clear out this as well while we're here. Yep, that's all still coming. Move these down as well, just to join up with the army. So we're going to leave this one pretty much unprotected for a little while. Another free city, okay. What do they think of us? Okay, quest of cultivation. So building improvement quest. So Nord of 3 building improvement farm. So a gracious ill-doer council sends the chief deputy to meet with a request. So you'll commit to build more farms per the proposal of the... Yep, so we'll do that one very well. See, we will try that one. Except this quest, reward, race relations. Yeah, again, we get more draft if we do it the other way. I'll do this one here and try to get the extra bonus. Okay, so this is the free city of Sol greets with graceful hesitation. Yeah, Soren diplomats, different again. So, we're the first one to come across them. They're actually good. Yeah, the alignment is a problem. I think we'll just have to take them over. These are fairly large cities, ultimately. Okay, Zessen has set a war party to raid our domain. We're going to have to be a bit careful of this one. We're going to have to deal with that. We are going to have to go after them. So we're going to need to get a force out here. Unfortunately, we can annex another province back in through this other side. I am thinking we've got a lot of mana that we can now pick up. I think we'll pick up another mana node here. And then eventually, once we get to the larger city, we're going to be able to then take the gold from there. And this one can also now pick up its first province. And I would have liked to have gotten a farm. I can pick it up there and then get rid of this. I think I might do that, and we'll clear that one out. I do actually have a few that I did clear out ready to go. Actually, I might go with the quarry here. Just because, so we can start to build this one up. One's fine. I'm going to have to keep them sort of together. I'm going to have to go back with another force. I think that force there, if I move this one back, what have we got there? That's a fairly well-rounded group. I'll just keep one more out. And we'll just use this force to start to finish off a few of the extra bits and pieces that we sort of see around the place. Thinking what I might do actually is bring this force down and clean this one out while I've still got both forces together, and then I can just split them up at that point. It's just going to be harder with this one here. This one's a lot more powerful than the other ones that we've seen. So we'll end the turn here, and we'll probably end this in the episode here as well fairly soon. And we just keep on sort of clearing out the terrain around this. So if I go and click on it, this one doesn't highlight. There is like a little red border. You'll sort of see it there, for example. This unit just has to come in one, and then it will actually be part of this attack, and it then becomes a safe battle. So let's go and do that. I don't think we need to worry about this one so much. Yeah, we've just found a small monster den there. What do we find there? It looks like a cartographer's tent. So we'll just go and pick up that while we're here. So, and we've found another city back in this other side, actually. That's interesting. What do we know about it? Nothing at all. But it looks like a dark city, which looks like it's sort of like, you know, part of what we would be. Look, it may be the group. No, it's too far away. It's too far away. Whoops. Page down. And this is actually a small monster den. We will have to clear this one out as well, but that's going to be fairly easy with the force that we currently have on the map. All right, well, let's go and clean this one out. We'll just do an auto battle here. This one shouldn't really be a problem. It's a little bit more tricky in terms of what's going to happen here with the actual attack. One thing to have a look at is just to see what sort of combat enchantment is going to happen with some certain areas. In this case, it's got rampant fire, so several areas and flammable obstacles are on fire and originates from the Marauder Guard. And in this case, I've got like a tier 3 nightmare unit. It should still be okay. We've certainly got enough points, so we're just going to do the auto combat. If we lose any units, which we did, we play it out again. We actually lost our Warlock unit, so we don't want that. So we will just go back and retry. And so I've got enough time. I'll do it. I'll do it now. So we now have to sort of look at more detailed units and figure out what might have gone wrong with that particular attack. And again, play defensively. It's certainly I think the best way of playing the game. So in this case, there's lots of flaming units coming back through. And we can see that, again, with just the little icons, we can see that we've got like Warlock type units back in through there. We've got basic fighters there. We've got a charging unit there, which is the Nightmare unit, and then another Warlock. So three Warlock type units, which will mean that we're going to have to be a little bit careful of them. These are Pyromancers, which we will actually get access to as well fairly soon. We've got lesser magma spirits back into here, and these ones shoot fire bolts. These ones here shoot fire bolts as well. They're the same lesser magma spirits back in this other side. Lots of hit points on these. These ones here, though, have got less hit points, but they do have a few different things. They have a flame strike, which is always going to hit at range 6. Now, if you click on these, you can see where they can do the damage, but it takes all 3 action points to use it. So along this line here is where that one can actually use it. So we're going to be wanting to not have units bunched up around where that one can be fired. It does 16 fire damage to all the units in the area. This one also then uses fire bolts as well, I think as well, yeah. So it's just got the basic fire bolts. The units in front, we've just got the same old Inferno puppies that we've seen before, and we've now got this Nightmare unit, which is a charging unit. We can see there's another little bonus through there, Intimidating Aura. It should be the same as what we have. Which one is it? This one here, I think, has got Intimidating Aura as well. Yes, it does. Now, we happen to be standing on fire, and so we're going to be burning with this particular unit. This unit can make it down to here. These units, as I said before, without moving, it can actually hit units there. I'm tempted to start the process off by allowing it to actually hit this unit. I think I might start to move them in. We don't have a really good spot to defend because of all this burning areas. Let's just leave that one on the edge. I want us to stay away from the outside edge. We'll bring the other Dark Warrior down here. Which will then start to allow some of the other units back in this other location. Warlock there. We've got to be careful. If we move units down, they're going to end up sort of in the way a little bit. I'll just move this one down into here and then the Warlock down into this location. And we really want to be sort of working in here, I think. We can't easily get in there, so I'm just going to go and move this one. So I might just keep that one back a little bit. Oh, maybe not. There's not going to be, like, these units can certainly be attacked. So let's leave these ones out across this other line, and we'll move the attackers out this other side to attack these. Yeah, we won't give them targets initially. Gives me 3 melee units, and then we've got this one's going to start on fire. So I might as well go through that fire as well, just to get to that location, I think. It's burning for 3 turns anyway. We'll just get into the line. Okay, now this one here, rampant fire. Several areas and flammable obstacles are on fire. Expires in 1 turn. Originates from the Marauder Guard. So we'll see what actually happens with those. We'll end our turn. Yep, so they're going after the... Now that was a big attack. Yeah, I've got all 3 going in. That was lucky. Okay, so we now have spell casting that we can make use of. We've got a lot of things we can do now. And we now need to sort of play this out fairly smartly. We can do a big attack there. We do get Vengeful Flames coming back and hitting us, which won't really worry us so much. That one can't make it. This one can as well. So I can hit that one in 2 different areas. If I go and just click on this one and then click on this, Fiery Wake, so it ignites obstacles as it passes through. There's nothing tricky with this. And by moving these in, we're going to be able to then slowly sort of push our way through. We just have to hold on here with this unit. We don't have any support units. Not yet, anyway. Big attack there. We do actually have these Archie type units, so 65%, that's going to do the damage. If we go and have a look at this one here, I can almost kill it with that, but not quite. And I do want to kill it, so I'm going to go and do the 65% here. And then we can just finish it off with this unit here. Alright, and nothing much we can do with this unit, so we just want to get this into position. Now, this unit can still do the bunched up attack, which means we do have to try to get rid of it. Overchannel allows you to cast an additional spell this turn. What spells have we got? Conjure Tentacle, good one. Retaliating Growths. And that one there gives us 60% chance of inflicting Constricted. And Ice Shackles. And they sustain frost damage, which again would be useful. So getting 2 spells out now I think is useful. So let's go and do that one. So we've now cast that spell. Which, actually, I hope... Did I just screw that up? Spells. I want to conjure a tentacle into here. And Ice Shackles. So I can bring another tentacle in, actually. That would be almost as good. Because it's going to stop them from operating. Let's do that again. So we get 2 tentacles in. Can do big damage there. I'm going to have to do some damage down this way as well. But let's see what else we've got. These are 90%. That's only 50%. Let's go and kill off this one here. I think we're going to have to use one of the tentacles to hit this. And then we'll kill that one off. Now, Warlock, 50% chance there. We can we can do extra damage there. We can do a lot of damage here. We still actually have this one as well. If I leave that one alone, it's sort of already connected back into this other location. Let's just leave that one. It's going to have to do a bit of escaping anyway. That way we can at least get rid of this one. Yeah, we've got the flanking shot there, which I can then swing on down. Let's get rid of it. Everyone's a bit happier. 50%, 90%. This is the hard one to get rid of. It's going to cancel retaliation there, which will then allow me to then move around with my main hero. I'll hit it with this first at 50%. It's a bit harder to hit. Oh, one thing I should have shown is if you press Control, you can find out why certain things are happening. Like, for example, with the Warlock, we got 50%, but if I press Control, it will then tell me it's obscured by a unit. It's obscured by the units in front of it. If I move this one down into this location, it may make it a little bit easier. In fact, if I do that one there, I think it's actually my main hero here is the problem. Let's just go and hit this one and cancel the retaliation. So retaliation has now been cancelled. I can still move this one around a little bit. We still have this one as well. But I've only got one movement here. Yeah, I was hoping to move it around to actually attack this. I thought I'd be able to swing back past, but we can't. Oh, miss. That's not good. We did weaken it and we did constrict it. Let's go this way now. Great, it's been constricted. So it won't be able to use its big attacks. It's sort of stuck there. This unit here, I can move this one back away. This one has been constricted. If we have a bit of a look. So constricted. This unit is immobilized and takes 10 damage at the end of its turn. It's wavering. It's also been weakened. So do I move out? Do I do the damage? I'll probably end up moving back, I think. There's not a lot. Like this one, this unit here is going to have to move away from our units to be able to use its attack. So it's sort of stuck there. This unit as well is constricted, so it can't move, but it also can't use its attacks. So really, none of the units can do anything. If I stay there and attack, this unit will still get a big lot of damage in. It's got the charge. It's not that much damage, actually. Maybe I'll just stay where I am. Actually, that we did actually have because it was weakened, we end up getting a little bit of hit points. I forgot about that. We'll end our turn there. Oh, hang on. Let's go no, because we've got to bring this unit in. And end our turn. Still units that can act. I'm just going to go and press tab. Oh, that unit is still the only one. Right. That's pretty much it. Everyone has now moved. It's trying to move. And these are sort of stuck. Okay. Well, Tentacle's going to be able to do a lot of damage there. That will kill that one off. So they're now starting to waver. It's been constricted again. This is so useful, these tentacles. Because they can't do anything when they're stuck like this. Critical hit, but no constriction. That one's down. Only 25% against this one. Can't reach it. Here we go. So a better result by thinking it through a bit more than the AI does. So we didn't lose much at all. Both our heroes went up a level, so we'll just close this one off. And we now actually have the ability to ultimately get that special ore, which will be great. We picked up a unicorn mount. This is actually brilliant for our main unit. So let's just go open up the hero screen. Because we can use mounts with these weapons. So we'll go across the unicorn mount, and that will then give us even phase abilities and things like this. So that's certainly worth grabbing. Don't think there's much else that we need. Yeah, that's fine. That's the mounts. Don't think there's anything else that we've got. We've got the primary weapon. We can change the Death Calling Lance in, but we don't really need that one. I'm happy enough with this one here. Okay, so that's good. We'll just close that one off. And we do actually have a level up. So we're starting to now go through things like, for example, Grim Executioner. Let's go and grab that one so we can get more critical hits. Okay, that's good. And we're now at level 4, so we can pick up a signature skill as well. And some of these are good. Some of them, it's a bit random. Dark Ritual. Enemies in a 1 hex radius sustain damage. All corpses in a 1 hex radius turn into decaying zombie units. Yeah. Sure, Rallying Blessing, Summon Animal, Tier 3 Animal, just lasts for 3 turns. They can be useful. Frostfire, I think I prefer the Dark Ritual. Assassinate. Slight chance of instant killing an injured target. Yeah, I don't think I'll worry about that one. Blink, I don't think I'll worry. I think I'll go to Dark Ritual. We'll confirm that one. So we're just becoming more and more powerful. So we'll close that. And we also then have the other hero as well, has leveled up. And in this case, we are using magical weapons, so we're going to go across with what we've got there. Lightning Evoker, Channel Power. Yeah, Resistance. I think we'll go Lightning. Confirm that one. So we'll start to build this one up. Good. Okay, so that group there was still pretty strong, and in fact, if I go with this one here, we're going to end up still having this one actually help. So I might as well just do that while we're here. Auto combat, not an issue. Just go and close that one off. And we've got the Radiant Pike, which is only a tier 1 unit. Polearm. Yeah, it disables the mount, so we'll just take the reward but not do anything with it. And I think that was all. No, there's still more over here. But this one now we want to send back up to help deal with everything else that's going on up the top through here. This is a fairly easy battle, but this is not all that powerful just yet. So let's just move back up into Isle for when the attack does come from this direction. They will be sort of heading our way. So we'll move up that way. Produce another one of these. Just move that one up with it. And yeah, we can't do much else with that one. Okay, well guys, we're going to have to call it quits here. So thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe if you like the content. And yeah, we'll be back to try to expand even further. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next episode.